Hey there, speculators. It's Rod, your futures fanatic. Welcome back to the channel. This is part of TDG, my company, the Traders Dev Group, where I provide education for active futures traders and self-directed investors. All this week, I'm doing content on Elite Trader funding. You can check out some other videos here. I also did an interview with the founders of Elite Trader funding. Make sure you check that out if you're interested in prop trading, online futures prop trading, and if you're interested in saving money, because this whole week, we are launching a special with Elite Trader funding in honor of them supporting platforms like Tradovate right here and TradingView right here. So now Elite Trader Funding is one of the only firms other than TopStep that now supports these two platforms. Very popular. I do a lot of videos on TradingView and Tradovate as well. If you know, you know. If you don't, the benefits of TradingView and Tradovate is that they're both web-based. They both have great mobile apps. And if you look at these programs from Elite Trader Funding, you can get a 75% discount off your first month and get access to data, get access to these platforms. There's no money to deposit in any of these platforms. And tonight I'm going to touch base really briefly on what you get, how you log in, and also talk a little bit about the trailing drawdown, which is confusing some people. So we're going to cover all that in this video tonight. But really quickly, first off, you go over to Elite Trader Funding. If you want to find the programs, you go to Start Trading and click there. And I'm just going to use Buy Now as an example. There has been some feedback where people don't see that Tradovate or TradingView is a supported platform. So what you do is you click on Buy Now right here. This is the 50,000. It will take you here, and there you go. You see that information. Right there. Okay. You put in the code TDG75, and it takes the price down to $41. Okay, that's all you pay for your very first month, and then it renews at 50% off, which is going to be, I believe, about $80 or something. Don't quote me on that. I haven't done the math, but 75% off, $40, maybe it's $65 to $80. Anyhow, there you go. That's how you sign up, and then what you're going to want to do is choose TradingView right here, TradingView, okay? If you're not familiar with TradingView at all, you might have been under under a rock, but TradingView is it's the biggest financial site in the world now in terms of traffic. It's a great platform for charting and analysis. And when you're logged into TradingView, which is right here, let me find my, nope, there you go. This is TradingView. When you're logged into TradingView, down here, when you have this set up as trading panel, I'll try to make this a little bit bigger. You do have to have an account, so you have to create a free account. I do not know if you need a paid account to do this over on TradingView. I don't think you do. I think all you have to tolerate if you don't have a paid account is you have to tolerate some ads and things, but don't quote me on that. If you do have to pick a paid account, you can pick the one that's like $15 a month. It's a fantastic investment in a really good, powerful charting and analysis tool that you can use to go through your evaluation with Elite Trader Funding. You're going to come over here, and even though you're on TradingView, Tradovate is one of the supported brokers. Once you create an account over here on Elite Trader Funding, you're going to have a trader dashboard, okay? I'm going to have to remember to blur some of this out because it has all my information, my address, and things like this. So over here, I might be blurring this out, or my head's in the way, actually. That's good. My head's in the way. Perfect. You're going to have a user ID and password. This is your user ID and password for essentially everything. It's not your user ID to log into the Elite Trader Funding site, but it's your user ID and password, which, by the way, is generated almost immediately in most cases. If you have any trouble when you sign up, just send a support ticket. They're handling a lot of new customers right now, so please be patient. But for the most part, you should have an experience where you're going to get an email almost instantaneously that will have your login information, your user ID and password. You take your user ID and password over to TradingView. If you want to trade through TradingView, you don't have to, and you're going to connect to Tradovate through TradingView. Okay, I'll point out that you're also going to receive some steps that you have to do first, which I'm not going to go into in this video because they're covered on the Elite Trader Funding site. The very first time you sign up for any futures data from anywhere, you have to agree to a few agreements. So you're going to log in to Tradovate. You can log in directly on the website or here through TradingView. Okay, they'll give you instructions to do it here on TradingView because that's the platform that you selected. Okay, so I have my username pre-populated in here, and I'm going to go grab my password right here. And once I have my password right here, I'm going to go back here and put my password in and connect. I've done this in some other videos, but I just want to go through it once again. And now I'm connected to TradingView through Tradovate. You get access to everything. And here are my 3 accounts right there. Okay. Now let's switch over to Tradovate. you can log in directly to Tradovate as well. So you go to tradovate.com, that's right here, okay? And you would hit the login button. You go log in, and it might automatically log me in because I'm already logged in on another browser. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, so this is the same thing. You're going to put in your user ID and password that you've gotten from Elite Trader Funding. There's nothing else to buy. You do not have to deposit money in Tradovate or do anything like that. You're going to be trading a demo account provided from provided from Elite Trader Funding that gives you a Tradovate demo account that you're going to be used for your evaluation. You log in there and you'll be in a logged in state that looks something like this. Okay, it looks something like this, and you'll see all of your accounts right here, your 3 accounts. In the next video, I'm going to go into manage groups. So stick around, hit the like, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. We're going to get a little deeper into this, so this is a little bit more for beginners, but I'm going to do another video where I go into how to do manage groups, because there's been a lot of questions about how would I actually trade more than one account if I bought more than one account, and you can do that for now with manage groups. I'm also building my own trade replicator, which will be trade copier, which will be much more robust and detailed, but probably won't be available till the midsummer. All right, switching gears for a moment. So that's how we signed in. Before I switch gears, let me show you one other cool thing you can do. I'm just going to bring this over real quick. I'll do this in real time. Hopefully I'll do it in real time. If I hit the down right there, I don't want to do that. Let's go right there. I don't see it. Tradovate. Let's go. Okay, Tradovate right there. Okay, there's that blue one right there. So guess what you put in here? You put in here the same information, your username and password that was given to you for the Tradovate credentials from Elite Trader Funding. So this is why this is so powerful, everybody, is that for $41, if you choose the $50,000 account for 75% off using the code TDG75, you can find all the information down below. I'll even leave links to where you can get the Tradovate app in the App Store, but it's pretty simple. Most people should know how to use the App Store. So you can log in, you can view this through a web browser, so you can use it on a Mac, right? They also have desktop versions of both of these. They even have a Mac desktop version. And then in the case right here, you have, obviously, this is an iPhone, iOS Tradovate app. Okay, you log in, and you're going to have all the same information there. Okay, so there you go. Now, let me do the last piece of this video where I wanted to touch on how to calculate the trailing threshold drawdown. I know some of you guys don't like it. Deal with it for now. They might switch to end of day. If you're not familiar with trailing thresholds at all, we probably can't get into it. Not going to go in through all the math, but you should know how to calculate it. And right now, it's not easily available in the dashboard or anywhere. Okay. Right now, real quick, the dashboard looks like this. So you essentially have this information here, which is just the amount of days that you've traded and the stats. Okay. So this is the information on these 3 accounts. So not a lot of information. You do not know what your trailing drawdown is in real time. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be logged into Tradovate. I don't think you can do this through the mobile app. I think you have to be logged in through the desktop app or through the web browser. And you come over here to where it says equity. Okay, right over here, I'll zoom in on this. And what you're going to want to do is look at this trailing drawdown figure. Okay, then you just have to do some quick math in your head. It's this number minus your equity. Okay, this number minus your equity. So in this particular account, the balance of $50,402 is very close to the closed high net equity value, if you understand how the calculation is done. You're allowed a $2,000 trailing drawdown here, and I have almost that entire $2,000 to work with. So I'm not that good at math. I went to California schools, but I believe that 2,000 minus 50,400 is going to be 48,400. That's the trailing drawdown in that account. Let's switch to one where I took a significant loss today, okay? These were wild markets today, huh? All right, I took a significant loss for the way I trade and for what we teach and train on, which is go slow, no rush, no resets. You shouldn't actually worry about your trailing drawdown if you're trailing small enough. But in this case, I had a pretty big gain yesterday, and I took a trailing drawdown. The balance is 102,024. Hit the drop down here, and we're going to look at 1434. We're going to subtract 1434 from 102.24, and you can see that this is important, okay? If I draw down $1,434 from this particular price, if everything I did from now on was a losing trade, okay, a losing trade, then I would be knocked out of this program while the account value is still higher than what I started with, right? Again, bad at math, but 1,500-ish, 1,400 from 102 is going to get me to 100,600. Okay, 100,600 is more than I started this account with 100,000, but I'm out of the game. Those are just the rules. That's how you calculate the math. Okay, take your trailing drawdown right here and subtract it from the equity. Let's look at one other account. This one here. Okay, this one, the balance is 50,184, but I know at one point the balance was higher. I can just tell you the balance at one point was $200 higher. I know that because now my trailing threshold is 1,813, and I take 1,800, subtract it from 50,184. That is the most that this account can go down currently before I would be kicked out. All right, so I know people do not like this. Please do not leave comments about the firm doing this to try to trip people up or anything like that. And my understanding is at some point they will have some either kind of app or another way that you can watch this in real time. But for now, this is not that difficult, right? Just make sure you're aware. And the best time to kind of calculate and know where you're at is when you're flat, right? So this number is not constantly moving, right? If I get add another couple $100 to the equity of this account, my trailing drawdown will come up, and I'll have almost my entire $2,000 to work with again. In theory, there can be some slightly different values there. So there you go. Elite Trader Funding, 75% off your first month subscription of any size account that you want to do. So if you've ever seen Top Step Trader, or if you've ever looked at some of these other prop programs, which are predominantly Ninja, which is it's a great platform, but it takes a lot longer to learn. This is the way to go. Is to go with Elite Trader Funding right now, the only firm that supports TradingView and Tradovate as platforms. And again, that's how you do your trailing drawdown. Hit the like, turn on the bell notification, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to learn more about this launch. This discount code ends this Sunday at midnight. That's going to be Sunday, May 8th at midnight. And you can buy up to 10 accounts. And for some of you, the comments that are coming in on these videos are, for the most part, I really appreciate all the comments, and I appreciate interacting with traders. But it's not the internet if you're not dealing with a bunch of trolls, okay? So troll me on this video if you want to, but the more constructive conversations and YouTube comments are more beneficial for everybody. All right, we'll leave it there for now. Elite Trader Funding, TDG 75. Check the descriptions below for all of the stuff that you need to know to get going. Hope this was helpful. Stay green, trade like you mean it. Thanks.